Good morning, doctors. Welcome again. Today we are going to discuss about multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis, you have to remember this is a progressive demyelinating disease of central nervous system. What is this? This is a progressive disease of central nervous system, or we can say demyelinating. Various presentation and various clinical progression. Over 4 lakh Americans live with multiple sclerosis. Over 2.1 million people worldwide affected. Prevalence higher in whites and Hispanics compared to blacks and Asians. Prevalence higher in women compared to men. Higher incidence in monozygotic twins. Higher prevalence in US North than US South. Possible environmental trigger. This multiple sclerosis is triggered by environmental factors. Remember in this slide, progressive demyelinating disease of central nervous system. Remember one thing from this slide, very high yield. Multiple sclerosis, inquiring many patients will have history of past transient focal neurological defects that were unaddressed and subsequently remitted without therapy. It is worth remembering that multiple sclerosis tends to first present in young, otherwise healthy adults. Symptoms includes weakness, paresthesia, either focal or not corresponds to possible singular lesion. May also present with blurriness and diplopia. Blurriness, diplopia, pain on eye movement due to optic neuritis. What you have to remember here from this slide: weakness, paresthesia, blurriness, diplopia, pain on eye movement, optic neuritis. Patient present with weakness, numbness, tingling, bisque, reflexes, gait disturbances. The most accurate test for diagnosis multiple sclerosis by MRI, which is required for diagnosis. Other tests like vitamin D level, normal or low, CSF analysis, we see oligoclonal bands, and evoked response potential delayed, but do not diagnose multiple sclerosis. Diagnosis by MRI. Let's see how to differential diagnosis. Differential diagnosis by spinal cord neoplasm, spinal cord AVM, cryptogenic stroke, and subacute combined degeneration. We see long-term B12 deficiency, alcoholic and malnourished, and amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. I already explained in a detail, so watch that lecture. Weakness combined by muscle atrophy. In amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, we see upper motor and lower motor neuron involvement and progressive degeneration, and also there is dysphagia, dysarthria, hoarseness due to cranial nerve involvement, and there is some pseudobulbar affecting like involuntary laughing, involuntary crying. Okay, and see multiple sclerosis, how to identify on MRI. This is lesion, this lesion, this lesions, this lesion, very severe sclerosis. Now see here also you see some lesions. Okay, now lesions in this picture also visible, or of MRI here such. In this also you see lesions here. In this spinal cord we see lesion here. Okay, now multiple sclerosis. Upon diagnosis of multiple sclerosis, patient should be consulted of the nature of disease. It is progressive but can control with medication. Understand the patient concerns. Stress importance overall wellness by stop smoking. If patient is smoker, advised to stop smoking. Smoking has been linked faster progression. If he is obese, advised to weight control and healthy diet. Okay, multiple sclerosis, three-facet approach to treating multiple sclerosis: acute exacerbation, disease progression, treatment, long-term therapy, and treatment complication symptomatically. Let's discuss. Treating acute exacerbation. Currently, standard care is by IV methylprednisolone for 2-3 days, followed by taper of oral prednisolone for 3-4 weeks. Patient should show significant response in first couple of days. Okay. Now, treatment disease progression by long-term disease modified therapy. Commonest agent is interferon beta 1, that is glatiramer. Adverse effect is flu-like symptoms, but is relatively safety during pregnancy compared with other multiple sclerosis agents. However, technically all agents are contraindicated. So remember glatiramer. Newer drugs include natalizumab and fingolimod. These are less used because of the air adverse effect. Natalizumab can cause PML, promyelocytic leukemia. Fingolimod can worsen complication of diabetes and cause macular edema and heart issue. So interferon beta 1 is the best glatiramer, okay. And treatment of complications supportively muscle spasticity, baclofen, dandrolen, diazepam, or we can use tizanidine, muscle relaxant. And for pain control, phenytoin, carbamazepine, and pregabalin. And for fatigue and narcolepsy, modafinil, methylphenidate. Methylphenidate also used where? In attention deficit hyperkinetic disorder. Amantadine we can use. For urinary urgency, tolterodine, oxybutynin, or such Becla, or we can use such drugs like MACP. Also for urinary urgency we can use Solitan, Derifenacin we can use for urinary incontinence. So guys, I hope till here it's very much clear for you regarding multiple sclerosis. If you have any queries, any question, you can ask me. If you're new on my channel, please subscribe it, and if you like this video, please put like on it. Thank you. Good day. Goodbye. That's all for today.